it's your girl Kanika Shanae, aka the Pretty Hustler, and right now we're on the More Artistry Tour Media Day. Guess who I got here? Brooklyn Batman in the building.
Yeah, you already know. Don't be a joker. Tune in.
Don't be,
Boy.
I like that line. Don't be a joker. Tune in.
Don't be a joker.
Okay, I won't be a joker. I won't be a joker. So right now we're gonna play one of my. It depends on the day.
Are you sure?
Right now I'm good.
Harley Quinn? Harley Quinn?
I'm definitely Harley Quinn. And a little bit of Catwoman.
I told you there's a lot of synchronicity in the building. You know that? You know? On to the next story.
On to the next story. So right now we're gonna play one of my favorite games called Spillit in 10, but we're gonna shorten it. We're gonna make it Spillit in 5. You ready?
Why not? I'm not really a short guy.
Let me stand up.
A little 6 foot, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Look. See, look, you gotta move the camera to even match me, see? I'm a little tall.
Alright. What that got to do with the question?
Alright.
We're gonna play Spillit in 5 for the More Artistry. Cool?
Cool.
Yes. Alright. Question number 1. What is your name for your alter ego? And why do you name it that?
My name is Brooklyn's own Batman. My alter ego is El Javon. That's the Bruce Wayne in me, you know? But it gotta be Brooklyn Batman, because if Batman was black and he was from Brooklyn, it would be me. You know what I'm saying?
He would. Why would he be you?
Because, alright, so look, you wanna know, this is short answer, long answer?
I don't get. You know what? It's
Let
the
me
regular.
show.
Yes. Longevity. Give me the long answer.
So look, I relate to Batman in the general sense that we both turn our pain into power. We're motivated by change. We're motivated by stop suffering, and we want the people that surround us not to suffer, or we want our city, our neighborhood, our community not to go through the pain that we went through. Like Batman. Mm-hmm. He went through the loss of his parents due to crime activity. Me, I lost the pain of my parents based on never seeing my father, and my mom's being schizophrenic, who, you know, dated, you know, a lot of abusive relationships to where she's got, you know, abused mentally to where she's schizophrenic. I go to foster care and I become the product of maybe 60% of the African Americans that go through the system: group home, foster care, YO, juvenile, jail, parole, you know, things of that nature. And that's like the typical system of the 1/3 of the African American race. Mm-hmm. So me realizing that, I don't want to go through I don't want people I love in my community going through the same thing. So once I found the answers, I want to teach people how to avoid that, you know? But I do it in an artistry way, where the kids like it, how they hear it, through the music, through the books, through the film, through the fashion, you know? Because, you know, sometimes they just see one way. Yeah. Oh, I can get money this way, selling drugs, or I can get money robbing, There's other entrepreneurial ways, but all the other people that's probably preaching the same mission can't relate to them when it comes to the same dialogue. They need somebody that come from where they come from to tell them, right, versus somebody that's already out to tell them, you know? So that's where me and Batman relate, you know? I tell it that way. We motivated in the same way. And Batman also adopted a dog I was born in. You seen the movie Bane? You know,
yes.
Bane? That's my favorite movie. I relate to Bane. You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
Yeah, you know, he was like, you know, because Bane really wasn't a bad guy.
He was not at all. He
was
just very misunderstood. He had a very tragic childhood, and then,
you know what I'm saying?
It turned him to be, you know, even more misunderstood, I guess.
He was even more stronger than Batman to a degree because of his pain, you know? Yeah. But sometimes anger can misguide you, and that's where Batman caught the upper hand, mm-hmm, you know? But that's why I adopted the Brooklyn Batman thing, because Batman was a superhero and he never had superpowers. He was a thinker as a human. And he actually depicts the ultimate level of what it is to be a human being. A human willpower is his greatest asset, you know? Right. Ambitious, fail forward, keep on going, fail, keep on going, fail. If you watch any Batman movie, he loses 1,000 times before he wins once.
Yeah.
You know? There you go.
That was
I
a
ain't
great
back.
answer. I'm glad we chose longevity instead of shortening it, right?
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste your time. You know, probably Queen got things to do. She want to, you know, put makeup on her face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just do how to
Bottles to crack.
Your bottles are cracked, you know, police station to blow up. You
Yes,
know?
all of the above. I'm thinking of one right now. Question number 2. If you could pick one R&B diva to be a part of your video as a video vixen, who would it be?
Hey,
R&B diva. Don't cheat and use Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
Yo, you know what? Ashanti actually came.
She got it.
Cause you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that hook. I was thinking that hook with Fat Joe.
What's love?
You want me, but
Yes.
it on you. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Jill Scott.
Ooh. You're about to get mad brownie
Look,
points with the ladies for that.
when I was
mad
locked
sensual
up, right?
and, like, nice.
Bro, cause I'm a R&B writer myself. So when I was locked up, right, I was in the box. And so shout out to people that was in Governor Box, SU, you know, SU. It was a song that literally gave vibration to my bones, and that's like started kind of writing hooks, not the same style, but just with the same frequency. She had a song that it's like, every time I close my eyes, all I think about is making love. And it was like the way she says it. She wasn't even going hard. She was like, ooh. She was just saying, like, you could tell that she was just passionately, intimately in love with a man. And the way she was saying it was so soft. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you know, I probably shouldn't be drinking Shiny Root listening to, you know, Jill Scott, because it's just a frequency level to just arouse the bone marrow of the, you know, masculinity of estrogen.
The bone marrow of the masculinity of a man. It's the way you worded it for me. I love it.
It's the words for me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. If you could pick one super producer to write you a hit record, who would it be and why?
Damn, it gotta be one.
Yup. Cause realistically,
Dr. Dre. The reason why I always
Okay.
say Dr. Dre, because his history with producing for artists, he produced it in a matter of with a motion picture feeling. You know, I write my music is more like a cinematic feeling than a club feeling. I'll adapt to the club, you know, because that's one of my fun moments. But therapeutically, my lyrics is like, you know, storytelling. I'm always storytelling. Even if I do a club song, like I got a song called Kick Rocks. I'm telling the story when I went to LA to a mansion party, you know, from the beginning to the end, but in a short stem. So I like to bring people into the visuals of the music versus just saying anything and just sound good, which is good. That's good too. Like I done made some songs. I just said fuck it, Cat in the Hat, Dance with a Rat, and the way I say it sound fire. But I'm a storyteller.
Okay.
I fuck with Dr. Dre.
So it's basically the story and the motive behind the story that would entice you to choose Dr. Dre as a.
Dr. Dre's passionate about his production. You could tell about that with him. You know, I ain't been feeling 50 Cent's production lately. You know, I like how he did Pop Smoke, but obviously that was mimic off of Dr. Dre. His production came from, you know, Dr. Dre style. You know, he's under Dr. Dre.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with the king, Dr.
Okay. I feel that. Dr. Dre is a legend. I feel that.
Dre. You know that?
We're at question number 4 now, right? Okay. So, your first song is Everything. That's the baby. That's something that you nursed, you watch grow, you put out. Spit the first line on your first song.
That kid, well, I ain't a singer, but it's John Black singing. Or you want my verse?
What's your verse?
Alright. She never seen that he could ever be that. That's what it kind of like the first line then goes in.
into the hook and.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She never been.
What's the name of the song?
Candy Red. It's an R&B hip hop joint with John Black. It's actually the first single from Seeds in the Concrete project, which is a book and an album at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like the storytelling part of everything. You know, because when you hear my music, if you're the person that like to listen, I want you to feel like you're in a movie. You know?
Right.
Like you just like, oh, okay, this what happened, this what happened, this what happened. You're gonna have to rewind it and be like, oh, this what happened, this what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What would you title the name of a biography about yourself and your artistry?
Cubs.
That came very quick. Are you working on a book?
Yes, I am actually.
Ooh, I love exclusive shit. Okay, tell me more.
So basically,
why?
Well, the reason why I'm coming out with it earlier than expected is because I basically got an opportunity where I'm getting paid to write a film for Netflix. There's a budget in LA for like just black film writers, and because of COVID, they wanted like short, like 90-minute type of films, but it was like limited location because of COVID. So it's more like a play style. Like Fences, if you see how Fences
I
is,
love Fences.
It's more about the lyric. I mean, the words and the way the
And
dialogue was.
Yes. Than the
This is
actual
a bunch
picture.
of action and
Right.
Like, so yeah, so like Netflix just came out with the film My Black Bottom.
Okay.
You know?
No.
Oh yeah, it's dope. It's a dope. Both a lot of they have.
We'll do a movie
Viola
night
Davis.
tonight.
Yeah. I told you there's a lot of synchronicity in the room. Harley Quinn, because I'm looking for Jokers. I usually been trying to get Harley Quinn to cheat on the Joker for the past like 5 years.
Oh wow.
You like Jokers? You like Jokers?
I've had a lot of them.
All right, we got one. We have admitted Harley Quinn that admitted she don't like Jokers. Bow! Recruitment. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the back team. All right, back to the. Story. So, Cubs is like it's written as a form of a play, but it's gonna be produced for film, and it's gonna have multiple locations, but it's mostly about dialogue and a message. So Cubs actually stands for children undermined by society, because that's how I feel growing up in the streets of Brooklyn and going through the trials and tribulations growing up, dysfunctional families, things of that nature. And I feel like the facts of the matter is in the African community, it's a lot of dysfunctionality, you know, because father might be in jail, father might be dead. They're only there to raise by one woman. This woman has to get out of feminine energy to be man or play both, you know. But she can't fully be a man, you know, to raise this child, even though she's gonna do her best, but she's still one woman, you know. Then there's a lot of mixed emotions where if she gets another man, because she deserves her life, or she might get another woman, you know, whoever completes her love, you know what I mean? And the child has to grow up with a dysfunction because that might not be their father at that time, you know, or it's a lot of things. The parents gotta go to work all the time because, you know, they don't have enough money to, you know, have the luxury of training them after school when they go to school. So now she got to work 2 jobs, or both of them got to work 2 jobs. So he's also getting raised in the streets, even if the parent is there. You know, that the streets become the second father. So there's a lot of dysfunctional things that's going on in the African American community when wealth is not played, when wealth is not an intention, when financial literacy is a lack of, you know, and that goes on in a lot of, you know, minority communities. You know?
You're absolutely right. You know, some being somebody that grew up in Brooklyn and was raised in Brooklyn, my mother was a single mom until I was about 7 years old. And that's a significant amount of time where you kind of need your father figure to teach you the stuff that your uncle or your cousin or your brother cannot teach you, you know?
And then there's a village that raised a child, no matter what, you know? So if your father's out there, the uncle's gonna be there.
Right.
If the uncle's not gonna be there, a big brother possibly if you have siblings. But what if you don't have those? Which happens
You're
a
raising
lot.
yourself. I mean,
You're raising yourself. You're raising yourself. You know, and a lot of women is you gotta, and that's another problem in the African American community, because sometimes women are not allowed to be women because the strength of the lack of male figure that might be in their life that they have to take it on,
yep.
even when they're not built to.
Agreed.
You know?
I agree. That was great. First of all, I love the title of the book. I wish you much success on the movie.
Definitely. And there's an album coming out with it.
And an album coming
We gotta
out.
go hard, man. We gotta
So
show
like
these
like
people.
let's just
We're
cut all
working, man.
let's just cut it all.
Listen.
Give me all your social media. Tell them what you got coming up next, because this man he's a mogul already.
I'm trying to be, man. I'm trying to be just a superhero. Man.
You doing it.
You know? So follow me at Brooklyn Batman. That's an 8 instead of a B. You know? All B's is 8.
Which
For
confused
Brooklyn
me at
Batman.
first. I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah. I wanna just be different.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Black Bruce Wayne shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And tune in. Don't be a joker. Bow, bow, bow. Spill it.
Pow pow pow. Spill it. That was a vibe. I loved it.
Alright, that was
What did
Bob.
you think? How'd you feel?